As you are getting your plans ready for this upcoming school year, transportation options, especially carpooling, is always a great option. Building community and convenience, but it is also comes with safety responsibilities as well. Joining us this morning, managing partner of Rice Law, Randolph Rice, is here to speak on this. Thank you for joining us.
Of course.
So first question we have for you, can you explain first about knowing your driver and the importance of that?
Yeah, I mean, obviously the person driving the car is one of the most important people in the car. Aside from your kids, you know, they're obviously important too, but you want to make sure the person driving has a couple of things. One is, are they licensed? That's a big one, right? Do they have a driver's license? And do they have insurance? That's also a big one. And then you may want to do a little background check on the driver rather. You know, do they have any tickets? Do they have any accidents? Because ultimately this is the person who's responsible for the safety of your children getting to school.
And getting into that car as well, there are obviously laws that we all have to, you know, pay attention to.
Yeah.
Explain some.
Big laws. First one is obviously make sure they have the right booster seats, car seats. So any child under 8 years old needs to be in a booster seat or up to 4 feet 9 inches. I know that seems really tall, but also they make sure that the seatbelts are all working. Everybody in the car needs to have a seatbelt. So in the back of the old, you know, theory about the kids in the back don't need seatbelts, they do. And if they don't have seatbelts and they're not wearing them, the police officer is going to give the driver a ticket.
We only have a few weeks left until summer's over and school begins, but what's a checklist that parents can go through when it comes to carpooling safety?
Yeah, I mean, most importantly, they want to make sure that the cars are all safe. They obviously have all the right, you know, the windshield wipers working, the tires are well, you know, the car actually works. Also, make sure you establish your routine, your pattern with your driver. So who's going to drive Monday, who's going to drive Wednesday, who's going to drive Friday, and make sure you also talk about what happens if something goes wrong, if somebody can't, you know, drive the carpool. Maybe create a text system so that all the drivers can communicate together.
And what are the extra layers of safety that parents and kids should be aware of, you know, both inside and outside the car?
Yeah, a couple quick tips is obviously make sure that the driver is not distracted. So make sure when you're driving those kids around that you're not looking at your phone, you're paying attention. For the kids, make sure you talk about the kids or talk to the kids about, you know, which car are you getting into? Make sure you check the license plate. I actually was driving carpool years ago and some kid opened my back door, not my son, and he thought it was his dad's car. So make sure your kids are looking out for the right car. Make sure that, you know, they don't want to stranger danger. Obviously, stay away from the right strangers. Make sure that they've got maybe younger kids have like an information card inside of their bag in case, you know, emergency numbers, mom, dad, you know, any type of allergies or things like that. That's really important.
Oh, so important. Thank you so much for joining us this morning and giving all these tips. I know I said only a few weeks left,
No,
which is so bittersweet.
It's almost here.
But thank you so much. We appreciate you joining us.